Alright, and now the neti pot here, folks, is is an amazing nasal doucher for the sinuses and the glands up here, as well as to relax the jaw in here. And there's actually all kinds of nasal passageways in the sinus cavities here that they go up in the nostril here. They also come out near the eyes over here, and then there's a big sinus system that comes all the way down here over by the ears and down here, as well as a couple up here too. So we're going to go through the basic nasal douches here. Alright, how to clear some of these sinuses. There's also different channels. So one is to have the neti pot go up this nostril here, tip your head over, and it goes up and down the other nostril, as well as then the other side. You always want to do both sides, balancing the hemispheres of the brain, activating the pineal gland and pituitary gland, and relaxing the face muscles. As well as then you can also do this when you go up here and then plug this nostril and have it come out your mouth here, and then the other side as well, boom, and have it come out the mouth. That's two different channels. And then to get these ones up here that are located above the eyebrow, which are very connected to the third eye, to get the fluid to go up there, you're gonna want to do the neti pot upside down, doing an inversion, and then hold it in like that, and it's gonna go up there and clear those ones, which is a more advanced technique. Alright, so anyways, we'll go through the basic one from nostril to nostril. I'll make another video, look for it, and that will be how to do the one coming out the mouth, as well as getting the ones up here near the third eye and the pineal gland. Alright, so first of all, we're going to use some of these ingredients that we talked about already here. So what I'm going to use is the master blend here as well, because this has got all this stuff that I put in there. And then as well, what we're going to do is we're also going to add a little bit of this Rejuvelac with that to balance it out here, just some Rejuvelac. And it's also nice to be slightly warm, so a little bit of warm water. So just get some nice warm water. Alright, so now there's a nice good temperature in there, and then finally here we'll add the master of all these elixirs there, these amazing elixirs. Boom, right there. So now we're looking pretty good. We got our superior quality stuff here, and a little bit more hot right there. Boom, right there. Okay, there we go. Give it a little mix. All right, now let's let you see this here. We'll place it in this nostril. It'll come out this nostril here like that. So place it in, and then lean over. Relax. And there it comes. So keep breathing. And then clear it by squeezing and blowing, and then if you were doing it from this side, what will happen is this side will open. You'll hear a noise, and it'll be open like a breathing sensation in the sinus system. So then you always want to do both sides. Right now I'm feeling unbalanced to one side, so let's balance it out. Alright, there you go, clear it. And that should open the other side over here, all in this area. So now we got that part of the daily routine down. There, the neti pot. So next will be, we want to make, well, we want to put a little bit of this on our face as well. But we are going to be having a bath here soon, so this is just like a little bit of a bonus. Plus, if you do get used to this, then you know, you build up so that you get used to this, and you know it's good. You know, it takes a little while to get your head wrapped around the idea of putting all these exotic concoctions on your body. You can rub it there all over your skin as well. Rub it in. It's going to create the healthy skin collagen, the beneficial bacteria and all these fermented things here. Then next we're going to prepare the enema here. So look down here, and what I got is I got the little enema bucket here. Well, it's not little. This is the big one. This is a homemade enema bucket, which I highly recommend. It's really easy to do. You only need 2 ingredients. You need a large glass pickle jar, alright, or any kind of large jar. This is a 4 liter, so this one contains roughly 115 ounces. Can hold 115 ounces of liquid. All these glass jars come in different. They're usually, typically the 4 liter, they're usually between 100 and 120 ounce liquid can be put in there. Then, so you need that, and it's also got to have a lid. So you need pickle jar with a lid, and then you need, then you go to the pharmacy and you buy a disposable enema bag. Alright, in this enema bag, what happens is these disposable enema bags already have the little clip here which turns the valve on and off, and then you just poke a hole, drill a hole, or punch a hole with a nail or whatever, scissors, and you get it. And then what you do is right here, this is where the bag was attached to the enema tube here. So you cut off the enema tube right before the bag, and then what I've done here is I've added some of the natural hematite gemstone rings that fit exactly around here. This has magnetic properties as well as grounding properties. This helps to filter it and charge the fluid as it goes through. You don't need to do that. You don't need any of these. You can just do the same thing. You stick it in like that, and then you put something, like I use a little bit of coconut oil here. That way I lubricate it, and then I put it on the top here like that before I do it, and that way that this doesn't fall off or anything. Well, if you pull on it a little bit as you're doing the enema. So plus then you got your little lubrication here to just open up like that right there, nice and handy. And then you bring the end right here, put it on your finger, and just lubricate it like that for easy insertion. Alright, like that. So that's really easy to do. And then the last thing here as well is, see, the normal enema buckets. The normal enema buckets here. I don't know if you just saw that because the video was down a bit there. So you lubricate it here from the coconut oil, lubricated on right here for easy insertion. Let's go through that one more time, and then here, boom, put that there, and that holds the lid on. And then, because this is not the normal enema bucket, which is the plastic ones you can buy online or get at other places, they only hold 48 ounces total, which is less than half of one of these. It's about there. And those ones have a little connection at the bottom with a plastic nipple here which connects the tube. So that allows the gravity to push the water through. Whereas in this one you have to use the siphon principle, which means that either you put your mouth on the end here and suck up until the liquid goes to right before the clip, then clip it on. That way then when this is raised up on the table or in the drawer, then the siphon principle of the gravity in the tube, when you release the clip, then it'll also it'll have pressure pushing the liquid in. Alright, so if you don't want to put your mouth on the end, all you have to do is put the other end on this side, run it under the sink, running water in the sink to fill up the tube with water. As the water is filling up in the tube, you turn it off, and that way you have the same siphon principle of getting the water in there to use gravity. Okay, so that's how easy it is. It's a two-step process. You have the glass jar, you poke the hole and then you get the disposable enema bag and cut the tip off, and you're done. You've got the highest quality, world-class enema jar, which can do more than enough. Alright, you can do this whole thing will be a roughly 115 or 20 ounces enema. Okay, so there we go, and put that on the top, like I said, to secure it. And now we're going to do the enema protocol here, and this is going to be I'm going to teach you how to do this enema so that you can get maximum results by getting as much candida out of your body, as well as any food particles, undigested food particles, as well as undigested proteins, as well as fecal plaque material that's been caked onto the wall of your intestines. So here it is. It's actually quite simple. We've done everything. We got the lubrication, and I already made that liquid with the master recipe and all these other ingredients and fermented things, as well as the bathtub water. So we're looking really good. Right now we got everything we need to do this. So what I'm going to do now here is we're going to actually perform the enema, and I'm actually going to teach you the techniques to doing the proper enemas to get the best results. Okay? So first of all, you want to lay down on your right side like this in your bathroom with the door shut like that. Then you're actually going to want to, well, when it's lubricated here, you're gonna put that in, and then you're going to turn the clip in the on position. Alright, so then this position now, I can see the liquid going in, and I can see the water starting to go down in the jar up there. Now at this point, what you want to do is you really want to go inside yourself. You want to go inside, inner, and you want to be cultivating the consciousness of, going within yourself, and that, reassuring that the kingdom is within yourself, and you're not looking outside of yourself for answers, and you're really cultivating that inner energy. At the same time, you're lifting up the perineum muscle, which is located between the anus and genitals, and this perineum muscle in yogic terms is called mula bandha, a practice of pulling up on the perineum muscle in order to bring up earth energy through the chakras, from the base root chakra to the crown chakra and beyond, and this will also help to hold this liquid in. All right, this perineum muscle will also stimulate the intestines to and visualize as well, and stimulate the intestines to be able to hold that liquid in without wanting to release it. And the reason why you're on your right side is because this also is the most natural way for it to enter the large intestines and into the small intestines, to reseed the beneficial friendly bacteria and support the intestinal flora for the digestive system, for the assimilation of nutrients, for the perfect pH balance of acid-alkaline balance, for supporting healthy bacteria and lowering the unfriendly bacteria such as candida, also parasites. This will help cleanse parasites, and you'll flush out candida as well. And this candida comes in the form of white little, can be chunky, or it's kind of like hardened tube-like yellow and white material, as well as more softer, like droplets of white and yellow. And this is a kind of yeast, and this is the unfriendly bacteria, which can create less than excellent acidic environment in the intestines. And over 80% of the immune system is located in the intestines, in the intestinal tract. So this fermented urine and all these probiotics, such as the Rejuvelac and kombucha, the living probiotic drinks, and the fermented urine, is a natural antibiotic for the body. It helps the intestines to produce the antibodies for all kinds of diseases, including cancer, colon cancer. And by doing these larger enemas here, see right now we've got about 40 ounces in so far. And when you do the large enemas, what happens is you can actually get the liquid of the enema to go beyond just the lower portion of the colon, which is the large intestines, there is actually a valve which connects the large intestines and small intestines. And that valve, I believe, is called the supple valve. And that valve is there to keep the different bacteria from the large and the small intestine. Because they each have different bacteria in order to break down and assimilate the food. So the large intestine is typically more acidic, right? And so by doing these larger enemas and doing these techniques of, I'm going to be showing you belly pumps, belly rolls, we're going to do inversions, we're going to do rubbing, we're going to do massaging, we're going to be percussion around there as well. We're going to do headstands and head inversions with belly pumps, and we're going to do all these things in order to break all this up loose in there, including the candida, and get better results in the toilet of flushing the candida out. And this is going to make you feel a lot healthier, and this is going to make you feel lighter. This is going to improve your digestive system. This is going to help you to digest large meals, cooked meals, fatty meals. For the people that are still choosing to eat those kinds of food, this is going to help break that down and help digest and assimilate the bit of nutrients that does come from cooked food. Okay, so by doing these large enemas, what happens is that pressure is building up in the large intestines, and then eventually here with these other practices, that is passing through the supple valve and moving into the large intestines to further deepen the cleansing process, which is more accustomed to colonics rather than enemas. But these advanced enema training and techniques with these amazing elixirs can be just as beneficial or more beneficial than colonics, depending on the practitioner and the energy and consciousness they put into it. This can be very effective and getting in deep levels of the intestinal tract. Okay, so right now we're going to take this whole thing here, which will be over 110 ounces of liquid. It'll probably be about 115, 120. And when this is fully administrated in here, then I'm going to show you these advanced training techniques to further get it in. Alright, I'm going to tell you little secrets while it's filling up here, a little bit of secrets I learned along the way. Tell you for one, as you're starting out, you get a little bit of liquid in there. It feels very uncomfortable. It's very foreign. You've never done it before. You insert it in. It feels, feels different. You never experienced it. And then as the liquid's going in, it's feeling uncomfortable and so on and so on. Then you reach a level of some pain or whatever, just some quite painful, like, you've never done this before and your colon's never experienced the liquid coming in the other way. Now what you really want to do there is take your time and be slow, be gradual and gentle about it. Every day, try to do it every day, every week, whatever you can do, whatever time management you have, whatever you want to dedicate to this healing modality here. Then a little bit each day, a little bit more, and try to go beyond your pain, much like yoga. You sit in your pain and you breathe through your pain and you work through the pain little by little. And so if you are experiencing pain, just keep breathing. Do the Mula Bandha, contracting and keep breathing and move through that pain to eventually that pain goes away, and then you're sitting in this place like, wow, you reached, you went over the hump and now you're going back downhill and you're not having to work so hard. And then there may be another little hill, and then you work through that, and every day you increase more and more until eventually you're taking larger and larger enemas, holding them for longer and longer, and doing more of the inner work with the percussion and the inversions and the stomach pumps and all that as well, and circular rubbing around, massaging. So right now I could get in there and massage all along the sides here, all the way down here up the side, and I'll also you can rub it. And if it does build up too much pressure to hurt, you can always go back to the clip there and turn it off and keep breathing until that pain goes away. So that's the secret of that. Really, you want to be breathing through it and staying in the moment, not going in the past, not going in the future. You know, not thinking what you're going to do tonight or what you're going to make for dinner or any of that stuff. You really want to be in the moment and be present with what is going on in your body, and do the best you can with that. So if you start feeling a little bit of pain, that means it's filling up and it's reaching its maximum potential. Alright, a couple little secret tips here as well. If you're doing the enema and you put it in and the water starts going in, and then you feel a bit of pain or a blockage or something, then what you do is just go turn it off, release the clip, then go to the toilet and release that little bit. What you'll usually find is that there's little bits of fecal material, little bits of poo and stuff like that, which was blocking it from going in all the way. Now that is common, that'll happen, and so you do that once, and then you go back and you do the rest of it, or as much as you can, and then you'll be able to take a lot more. There'll be less pressure, and lots of things will have already moved through. Okay, so you can do that a couple times. Just do little bits and release it until you clean out more, and then go back and take a larger amount. Okay, so I'm feeling quite a bit of pain right now. I'm just going to turn it off here, turn the clip off, and breathe a little bit more with some massaging here. And this pain has to do with still deeper levels of healing the intestinal tract and further levels of releasing and letting go here. So now the pain is starting to subside, because now I've reached parts of, you know, the colon further up and further up with this powerful medicine. And as well, you want to start small with this powerful medicine too. You know, first homeopathic doses of fresh urine, then a bit more fermented, and then all these other things too, the Rejuvelac and kombucha and all this. But you can start off with just water, filtered water. You can add a bit of apple cider vinegar. You could add chlorophyll. Many recipes out there. You could add bentonite clay. Lots and lots of possibilities. Lemon juice, right? So now we'll let a little bit more. I'm sure we're almost done there. We've almost gone through that entire 115 ounce jar there, which is a substantial. It's a real lot of fluid, and I've been building up to get to that level. Right? When I first started out, I was doing, you know, maybe 10 to 20 ounces, and that was good, and that was working for me, because that's where I was. And then I was eventually taking 48 ounces, and then that was working, and then I finally realized I wanted more than 48 ounces, and so I developed this little make-your-own homemade glass jar, pickle jar enemas, which can do, you know, 2.5 the times of the normal enema buckets out there. Oh, a couple deep breaths here. Okay, now I have passed that pain thing there, and I've moved into a nice place with this, which is good. It's all feeling relaxed in there, and I'll show you how much liquid we actually took from there. The rest was going in quite slow there, so it was right up to the top here. It went down to here. This to here is roughly 115 to 120 ounces. So we've done approximately 100 ounces. Approximately 100 ounces on that one, which is good, especially when you're on video and you know people are watching you. It's even harder to do and take more with the pressure knowing that you're not in a private situation and setting. Okay, so now we're going to go into the different things you can do to further get this in. Okay, so for one, standing up like this may be harder because gravity is pulling it out and it's wanting to release. So you may want to do more of the inversions. But the thing is, you really want to hold these enemas as well for as long as you possibly can, in a way, within reason, because you time management, you may have to go to work or whatever. So set the time to wake up a little bit early to do these practices, or do them in the evening before going to bed. In any case, what you want to do is you want to do some rubbing, both clockwise and counterclockwise, with good intentions of healing the intestinal tract, boosting the immune system, right, in both ways. And after the rubbing here, you can also shake it up and down like this, and you're only contracting the mula bandha, the perineum muscle. And then also you can hit it like this, percussion, the sides and the front. And this is to shake it loose, to shake all the candida and food particles and undigested stuff, all that stuff in there, the toxic, acidic waste. Shaking it, and then this is a great one here. Bring your hands down like this. See if you can see it down here, all fours, and then look down and then up like this. You breathe in, and your eyes look up, and then down, up, and your back goes up and like this. So I'll try to get it on a better side view here. Not that much room in here, so. And that gets it moving. As well, I want to show you here we got doing a back inversion like this, bringing your legs back like this. And that is going to help also with the gravity, to keep the gravity pulling it up further into the large intestines, right, which is passing the valve. Then this one here is really important that I really want to show you as well. Here is the inversion against the door. So you're going to want to make a tripod with your hand like this. Put your hand together as a tripod, and get your head down here and just push yourself up onto the door like this. And take deep breaths in and out. And as you go out, you want to relax the stomach muscles and abdominal muscles, and this is going to build pressure on the intestines to further push the liquid further up, and also with the gravity bringing it into the large intestines. You can do little circular motions like this with your hips as well, to further get those liquids from your enema in those intestines and through the various cracks and pockets. As well, you can bring your feet all the way up against the door, and you can bring them behind you to get a back arch going.